The following game has been rated M for mature by the ESRB for blood and gore, use of drugs, strong language, and intense violence. That means anyone under the age of 17 should not be watching this video. You have been warned.
Greetings and salutations, I am Outlier, and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is, of course, my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we are going to be playing Fallout 4. Because I was running out of time trying to decide what video game I wanted to play, so I picked this one. Yes, I do have quite a few games on PC. And no, I couldn't pick any of them. Yes, I'm also playing this on the Xbox. We live in a strange world nowadays. But I digress. So the premise of the Fallout series, if you are unfamiliar with it, is that you are a post-apocalypse survivor well, the location varies from game to game. In Fallout 4, it's the Boston area, the city in Massachusetts, that you roam around in after nuclear war and I believe even World War III have happened. Generally, the premise being is that you or your ancestor was locked away in one of these vaults built by a company called Vault-Tec in order to survive the apocalypse. And centuries have passed, and for one reason or another, you're sent back out into the world. That is kind of true for this game. We'll find out what happens. But I have played this before, putting actually quite a large amount of time into it. I eventually stopped and didn't really pick it back up again. When I did try, I couldn't remember what I was doing, so I just stopped again. So it's appropriate that we just simply start over from the very beginning. This game is, of course, made by... Thank you again. And that being said, let us begin. Once again, we begin with a loading screen.
War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, Wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxury once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself, for my wife, for my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes. War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Alright, so as usual with the character customizers, I just basically go with the defaults and add a beard, and then I'm done. There's one you could name your character here, but that may end up coming later. There's one you could name the wife separately as well, but like I said, it's been a while since I played this game. So this is the house. Take a good look around.
Good morning, sir. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
Thanks, Cogsworth.
Of course, sir.
Not that any of that really matters, as I mostly play in first person.
Grognak the Barbarian and the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite. Good old USA.
Oh, sounds like someone made a sticky. I should have kept young Shaw.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Cogsworth's really good with Sean.
Enjoy your coffee, sir.
And this is the kid.
I'll be sweeping up the floors later.
Can you get that? It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
And this is the bedroom. I did not know you could close that. Not that any of that matters.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Vault-Tec? Remind me again?
Why, we're about you, sir, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters. Vaults, if you will. Luxury accommodations where you can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language. The big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid. And coming sooner than you may think, if you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
I'm of the opinion that while the world is going to heck, in its haste to do so, it left its handbasket at home.
I'm, well, in a bit of a rush.
Yeah, Vault-Tec sounds like a truly honest and beneficial company. Yeah, I'm well aware that of what happens later.
Hello?
There's room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Don't want there to be any holdups in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Won't take but a moment.
Tell me more about this vault.
Oh, it has all the amenities of the modern home, I assure you. Not to mention total protection from nuclear radiation and hostile mutants. A better future underground. It's not only our mission, it's our passion.
So, did they already know about the mutations before the bombs fell? It's one part of the lore that I'm not familiar with completely. I will admit, while I've played several of these games, there are some aspects that I haven't gotten to yet.
Sure, let's do it.
Splendid! Splendid. Now, let's see.
Alright, so here's where we pick the name. Alright, because it's us, we'll go with Otis. I do like being a generalist, so these are the Vault-Tec branded skills called the Special Skills. It's an acronym that's short for Strength, Perception, Endurance, Charisma, Intelligence, Agility, and Luck. I wonder how long their marketing team decided to come up with that little thing. But as I like playing as a generalist, I like having all the stats relatively equal. Although, I probably don't need 4s in exactly everything. Although I believe they do increase as you play the game, unlike other variants or other games like this, where these skills stay the same and it's various sub-skills that change. So, we'll go with 4s across the board.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
You should marry this guy.
Sir, Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
You heard Cogsworth. Go on.
Like all the advances in modern technology, and they had yet to invent the colored television. Okay. I mean, they got ray guns, but no color TV.
How are the two most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that.
Two most important men in her life? Well, Sean's right here, and then Cogsworth's down the hall. I jest.
Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
And do what exactly?
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Cogsworth, what's wrong?
To think, one day he's gonna learn how to drive. Can't wait to teach him to ride this.
Yeah, should happen relatively soon.
Followed by, yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
What?
We seem to have lost
What did he
contact with our
say?
affiliate stations.
Oh no.
The end is not.
Do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my God.
We need to get to the vault now.
Let's go.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
You coming? Where'd the tanks come from? No, I don't want to know where the tanks came from, and that technically isn't a tank.
It's absurd! I am
Not
vault
on the list.
tech.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting this!
If you're in the program, step forward. Otherwise, return home.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck, ma'am. You two,
God
follow
help us
me.
all.
Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside
We're
the
doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving.
What usually happens when they're nearby ground zero on the surface when a nuke explodes?
Step on the platform. This is
Let's
the
just
center.
say it'll be the brightest day of their life. We good?
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too. Oh my God!
Yeah, you really shouldn't stare at these
Hold
things
on!
as they go off.
Oh God! Oh God!
Probably should have ducked. Well, that'll be the last time we see the
We did
sun.
it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please, step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111. A better future underground.
So we just...
Yes, upstairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later,
We'd
all be.
Don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now. Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there.
passage.
Hey there.
Up the stairs.
Please, head up the stairs. Got a lot to do to get you oriented.
Okay, welcome, ma'am.
Head down the hall.
Good. Good.
Take a vault suit, then head down the hall.
Yeah, looks fine.
Right over there, please. Over there. Take a seat. Just step over to the table.
You'll need your suits before we can take you further. One vault suit. Now just head down the hall. Each of you take one of these. Your brand new vault suits.
Thanks. What now?
Welcome to
Just
Vault
follow the
101.
doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
That's our future pit boy.
This is our new home. It's
Oh,
down the
you're gonna
hallway
love it.
right there.
This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone. Our home. Everything we had.
Sir?
My mother and father down in D.C. Oh, God, honey. What if they could
How long do you think we'll be down here?
Oh, we'll be going over all that in orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get.
Checking everyone off the list as they
designed to
come
be
in.
fashionable as well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future, right?
Hey there.
Just this way. Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
It'll be okay. Daddy's right here. See? Honey,
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
there he is. See? Daddy's not going far.
All set? Just step inside and put on your vault suit.
How could they just change right there?
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
You could say that.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And just like that, it's the future.
This is the one. Here. Open it. Almost. Everything's gonna be fine. I got him. Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once. I'm not giving you shot. Let's go. At least we still have backup.
That seemed excessive.
residents must vacate immediately. Malfunction in cryopod manual release override.
Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God! I'll find who did this, and I'll get shut down. I promise.
Malfunction in cryopod manual release override. Malfunction in cryopod manual release override.
God. Why would Voltaire do this?
Because they're a fun and nurturing company. For profit. What do you think?
Alright, so welcome to Robco Industries Terminal. Thank you for choosing Vault-Tec. So we have cryogenic array, life support, and pod occupant status. Cryogenic array offline, premature termination resulting in system failure. Isolated manual and remote overrides detected, controls disabled. Basically, everybody was frozen, the freezing system failed, and everybody died. Life support online, premature termination resulting in system failure. It's basically the exact same thing. Pod occupant status. Pod C1 was empty. And then we have Mr. and Mrs. Callahan, Mr. and Mrs. Abel, Nora and Sean. We technically know what happened to those. Us and Mr. Russell. And every one of them died from asphyxiation due to life support failure. Well, everyone except Nora. But we already know what happened to her. This was all shiny a couple days ago. Guessing these are more cryopods. I'm expecting more of the same. Let's just continue. Accessible.
Emergency exit door override. Please contact your Vault-Tec maintenance representative for service.
Just grab a weapon.
Critical biogenic array. All Vault residents must vacate.
Get the stim pack. Alright, so basically, I'm not going to read this whole thing out loud, but basically, Vault 111 is designed to test long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Security was tasked with making certain this happens, and any issues should be dealt with up to and including lethal force. It's just basic flavor text. I'm sure no one reads those. Oh, look, a mug.
Mine now.
Failure in cryogenic array. All residents must vacate immediately.
That's a big bug.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
Oh, look, another mug. Yes, I will take everything not nailed down on whatever I can pry back up. Deal with it. Recreation terminal. Top 10. Listing for everybody who's played the game. Recreational privilege. If work performance declines, privileges may be revoked. And this allows you to play the minigame of the Red Menace. We'll just take that with us, and we may play it later. Well, I may play it later. And as usual, there's nothing in the fridge. Alright, so I'm guessing that means we shouldn't go anywhere near the giant electric power generator because it's discharging. Oh, look, another bug. He apparently enjoyed the taste of human flesh. This guy's been here a while.
Where is everyone?
Clearly, it's been more than a few days. Otherwise, those things can do a real number on people. Or both. Wrong button. Is the water fountains still technically work, although not certain you want to be drinking that kind of water. Goody, money. That should be of real use in modern times. Oh, modern for the game times. Some ammo. Pistol. And a cryolator, which we can't use right now. But we may come back to pick it up later.
Is this all that's left?
Another pistol and some more ammo and a bunch more stim packs. Oh, and a clipboard. Can't forget the clipboard. It's, well, primary importance. Alright, so this is apparently the Overseer's computer. So, oversee instructions. Was designed to same thing. Same basic paragraph. Self be on short-term assignment to monitor basic cardiopulmonary and cognitive functions. Long-term monitoring will be handled remotely by Vault technicians. No circumstances suspension be disrupted. This includes the administrator's life-saving measures. So basically, if people start dying in the cryotubes, they can't stop it. Staff is also considered expendable. So if the staff dies, they don't care. Sounds like a normal corporation to me. Subordinate attempts of evacuation prematurely are capital violations, and given the fact it's a nuclear apocalypse, they probably don't actually have to do anything. You know, you just step outside before it's safe to do so, and the world will kill you. I use cryopods, a preferred method for cadaver disposal. stuff. Well, I could go and read... Well, I would normally read all of these myself. It's from my understanding that they followed the messages, the orders to the letter, put everybody that they needed to in cryostasis, and then waited. They only had supplies and equipment to last a few months, but they ended up staying for, I think, a few years. Don't hold me to that, though. And eventually got to the point where they couldn't be self-sustaining, so they had to leave. Yeah, so basically they had to be down here until Vault-Tec HQ sent them an all-clear notice, but that notice never arrived. And they couldn't wake anybody up. Yeah, it's classified as a short-term assignment. Non-resident personnel expected to carry out research duties and basic maintenance, waiting for the all-clear symbol. In absence of all-clear, the overseer may elect to evacuate after mandatory shelter period of 180 days in containment. And you can't violate that until Vault-Tec says otherwise. And this is just basically what each branch of the staff are supposed to do. So this is a message about the cryolator that we saw in the storage shed under a master lock. It's basically a prototype toy that I'm assuming the overseer was playing with while he was down here. This is just basically flavor text stating that the vault was ready to open. A message about October 23rd, which was the day the bombs fell. Most of the staff was nearby when the early warning came, though. So we had less notice than expected. But only one person was missing when they sealed the entrance. Resident admittance went smoothly, including what I would assume us. Worried about people wondering about what the pods were for, but because the world ended, everything, they just didn't bother to question it. And apparently some of the pods were having issues. Apparently some of the pods were malfunctioning. Like I said, perfect, it seems like a standard corporate rule set. But this is after they've been waiting, they're nearing the mandatory 180-day period. There's no all-clear signal yet. Supplies were never intended to last much more than that, but despite the overseer's best efforts, people are starting to complain. You can just leave, and the overseer states that if they think they can just leave, then they're all insane. Exposure would still be potent enough to fry everybody. But he doesn't know what to do, and he can't open up the vault. And he's basically waiting for a signal that never comes. And then at the very end, security personnel decided to lead a revolt, so he decided to hoard the supplies and lock everybody down because they're running low, and if people don't like it, that just means that there's fewer mouths to feed. I'm guessing given the fact that we found guns in his office and the fact he's lying on the ground probably means security personnel, the guys with bigger and more guns, decided to have a say about that. Yeah, there was also open evacuation tunnel. I do kind of wonder if Vault-Tec was ever actually planning on sending them out, on giving them an order, and that missed. That did not. That missed. That missed. That did not. That missed. It'd help if I would stop shooting the floor. Just gonna take all the meat. I already did that. Okay, so melee attacks are RP. There's another bug here. I don't know where. Oh, there we are. You really gotta learn to aim. There's another bug here. Ammo. Still more ammo. Nice chair.
Is anyone alive? Did anyone get out? Am I the only one left?
It still says hidden, so I'm assuming this is filled with water. Now all my sneakers are soggy. Oh, look, a Pip-Boy. This is the same Pip-Boy that we saw earlier. Kilobytes of RAM. They honestly thought that little RAM would be enough to run something like this. Don't know what that piece of equipment's for. Then we push the big red button.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
Definitely jumping the gun. Alright, so it's asking if we wish to change the names to special attributes or change appearance. Basically, one last chance to change everything before we actually start technically playing the game. I'm fine with what I have. And up we go.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
So what would happen if that door didn't open? Because, you know, this thing does not have safety markings. And we're back up, and the pip... What was that? And the Pip-Boy does have a built-in radio, but while I do normally enjoy having Diamond City Radio play, as much because of the ever-changing news based upon your actions, I'm fairly certain some of that's copyright. Well, all the songs are copyrighted, so no music for us. Some empty bottles. Well, that'll make people wonder. But there's nothing left back there that we can access for now, so... grab everything that we can. Never know what we might need. Pity there aren't any dudes with powered armor. But that's probably not something we'll find relatively early on in the game. Oh look, flowers. So this used to be a creek, but no, it's still a creek. Oh, look, plants. Hunting them down constantly in Fallout 76. You want to know something funny? All the while playing the Elder Scrolls Online, I kept thinking to myself, I wonder what an online multiplayer Fallout game would be like. And then they released it. And we found Sanctuary. What used to be home, and I guess still technically is.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Cogsworth. What happened to the world?
The world, sir? Well, besides our geranium still being the envy of Sanctuary Hills, I'm afraid things have been dreadfully dull around here. Things will be so much more exciting with you and Mrs. back. Where is your better half, by the by?
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you...
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner.
Yeah, it's got to be some cold leftovers.
Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
I got some bug meat.
Cogsworth, you're acting... a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing without nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Oh, nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
They actually have products to do that. And I did have to get steel wool off of an axe once.
What do you know, Cogsworth?
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. Then, well, everything happened.
A holotape? What's on it?
I believe it's a private message for you. My etiquette protocols would not permit me to play it for myself. Any standard holotape reading device should be able to play it back. Oh, like that Pip-Boy on your arm. That should work brilliantly. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, sir.
Do like Cogsworth's attitude. The world literally ended and all he does is go about his job.
Terrific! It's a fight there. That'll leave us dead. Look up! I'm supposed to... well, taking pot shots. Cowards! Nothing here but a few flies. Wait. My sense is picking up movement in another house. Follow me.
Do I really want to know what that how that bloatfly was carrying bottle caps around? You know what? I don't.
Picking up a peekaboo! I dare say, what's all nice? What's all this then? Sir, your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
Thanks for trying, Cogsworth.
You can't give up, sir. What about the city? Concord is nearby, and, well, the people there have only shot at me a few times.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood and past the Red Rocket Station? I shall remain here and secure the home front.
Yeah, gotta admire Cogsworth. Everything's futile, everything's hopeless. But does he give up? No. What's he do? Goes about his day.
There is wisdom in that. Raider and a dead dog and a tire iron from said dead dog. Take the character. I take the Raider's clothing, but I guess it can be moved. I say, unlike other people, he doesn't despawn, so literally would have ended up with like a naked guy just lying on the face down on the ground right outside. Not the best thing to see upon entering a town. Although I guess depends upon why. And here we're at the Red Rocket.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You lose your owner, buddy? Okay, then. Let's stick together. Hey. Head over there. Grab that. How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy, you know any tricks?
That's kind of cool. I don't often talk to the companions, so didn't know that the dog could do that. So assorted food and junk. Close that. Oh, mole rats. Really need to aim better. And I really don't want to know where this mole rat got a coffee cup from, or where it was keeping it. A random firearm sitting in a dresser. So this is a crafting station. We have multiple options for multiple weapons. We can't really make anything right now because we don't have resources. We can also scrap them, like the spare 10mm pistol that we have. And nothing in there. Oh, look, more mugs. And a toaster. caps. And a working computer. What I'm using 200 years without any sort of service or maintenance or external power supply, and these things are still running. But did mention that everything was running off of fusion power, so guess everything does last quite a long time when it's run by a portable sun. Cash. Soda. Alright, so we should probably proceed on. A weird looking cow. And we discovered Conquer. We've also leveled up. So this is the perk chart. Every time you level up, you get a perk point, and you can put them either in your primary stats, which increase, well, the primary stats, so strength gets you stronger, so forth and so on. And then every primary stat that you have access to special skills, and the higher your primary stat is, the more special skills you have access to. Like, for instance, since everything's at 4, it only goes until the 4th line. So right now we probably need more stuff. So let's actually go with Fortune Finder, because we'll probably need more because even after the world ends, the economy still keeps chugging along. So if somebody has something to sell, there will most likely always be somebody to buy it. What is my carry capacity right now? 98 out of 240. Okay, so stuff. Look, more cap stash. I didn't really go exploring Concord the first time through, and I'm looking around now and see that that's actually to my detriment. So we have a safe here. A brief explanation on lockpicking. I only have 2 bobby pins, so it's probably a bad idea, but
that's it.
Just like Skyrim. So we pick up yet another 10mm pistol, more ammo, more shotgun shells. So actually, different weapons use different ammo. The 10mm pistol, I can't talk anymore. The 10mm pistol uses 10mm pistol ammo. The pipe pistol uses .38, and the shotgun, of course, uses shotgun shells. And then the baton and the tire iron are melee weapons, so they don't actually have ammo. Don't think actually no, I do have some pipe pistol ammo, but it's not much. And of course we have the shotgun. Up. Most interiors can't be explored, so I do know where we need to go next. Probably weapon. And there's gunfire. Where is the dog? Now, in real life, probably couldn't tell who's on which side, so it would make little sense to just simply start opening fire. But they did technically start it themselves. Armor.
Up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Okay. What laser musket? Oh. He's dead. He won't be needing the stuff. Oh, look, more ammo. Here we go up yet another level. Gonna take everything. Did not want to defavorite the shotgun. I wanted to defavorite the pipe pistol. So laser muskets are kind of. That's weird. Never had that problem before. So laser muskets are kind of different. Rather than being auto-loading or even automatic, they have a charge function, so every time you fire you have to recharge it. The laser musket's probably one of my favorite weapons in this game. Remember, I found a legendary one that did 25% more damage. Turned it into my go-to laser sniper rifle. So yes, shoot it, and then you have to turn the crank to recharge. It's not good for close-in combat.
No more British occupation.
Where? Oh, there you are. That actually hit. I'm surprised by that. Bobby pins. Now, I like how we somehow managed to shoot a raider that we couldn't see through a wooden flooring 2 stories above us, but we can't seem to shoot through a wooden gate. That's not a way around. That's a flashlight. Alright, so since it's an advanced lockpick, it's pickpocket, awareness, locksmith. Let's just unlock this.
Sweet.
That may have been scripted. Can't imagine an advanced lock would be that easy to fix.
Disappear that. Huh?
So hack that. That's empty. Ease now, Ash.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We gotta... What?
That missed. I think we died. Yeah, this makes much more sense for an advanced lock. There we
Got
are.
it.
We fall down here.
Shit, lost them.
Oh, look, a cat poster. Or a painting, I guess. Where are you? There you are. We should keep track of my... A very bad shot. There we go.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot. Stop being such a fucking...
That's for you two. Who's the one with a Molotov cocktail? So the grenades, replace mines, equip them in the Pip-Boy, and then release right button. Isn't that melee attack? Oh, hold and release. Yeah. They have the throw highly destructive piece of equipment on the same button as...
And we're gonna skin every last one of you. Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with. You hear that? I gotta go take a little walk. Be back. You'll be dead. Oh.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
Minutemen? So now I'm traveling backward in time?
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea. So I joined up, wanted to make a difference.
Maybe.
And I did, but things fell apart. Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
Who are these people?
Just folks looking for a new home. A fresh start. I've been with them since Quincy. Lexington looked good for a while, but the ghouls drove us out of there. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. It's just me, the Longs, Marcy and June. That's old Mama Murphy on the couch. And this here's Sturgis.
Hey.
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
Wow.
Maybe.
You really aren't from around here, are you?
Nope.
Ghouls are... irradiated people. Most are just like you and me. They look pretty messed up and live for a long time, but they're still just people. The ones I'm talking about are different. The radiations rotted their brains, made them feral.
That ain't it.
They'll rip you apart just as soon as look at you. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
Will it be enough to stop those maniacs?
Sturgis, Tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
What makes that power armor so special?
A West-Tech internalized servo system, that's what. Inside that baby, super is a new normal. You'll be stronger, tougher, resistant to rads, and... get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
And I can use the minigun like a rifle?
Don't see why not. It'll have a manual trigger. Just aim it at the bad guys and do the old spray and pray. Now, as for the armor, it's out of juice. Probably has been for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
So, what's the solution?
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC. A standardized fusion core. Your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement. Locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Can't be too hard. I'll see what I can do.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core to the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
You sure about that? Yeah, okay.
So, I wonder what's going through these guys. Some crazy person in a Vault-Tec suit shows up out of the blue and questions everything that they take for granted. Alright, so we have the option of hacking the terminal or just simply picking the lock. I'm guessing that's what the bobby pins are for, in case we somehow managed all the other. Just be an example of hacking. One thing that I have found is that as you go through and all the little gibberish pieces that you see, when it highlights multiple blocks of them, you can press that to do certain things. Most will actually clear out a word that's not needed, whereas there's one option that resets all your tries. So you have 4 options to guess the right word. And depending upon the complexity of the actual terminal, it'll select exactly, well, it depends, it will
Depending upon the difficulty of the terminal determines how large the number is, or how big the word is that you have to find. Alright, so I'm not seeing the tries reset one, so I'm guessing that's it. So you just basically select a word, and then its entry is denied, so the little squares up top, one got left off. I believe if you run out of tries, you can't hack the terminal anymore. But it says the likeness is 2. So 2 of the letters in the word taunt are match the password. So you have to go through and match your next word should have at least 2 similar letters as taunt does. So like scant here, it turns out being the correct word. So we unlock the security gate, which we did. Pick up the fusion core. And now we have to go to the roof. Which is somewhere around here. And now we are officially carrying too much. So we need to go over there.
Through the back room and up to the roof. I'll hold them off from here.
Careful, kid. There's something coming.
Yes.
Oh, look, a bobbly head.
And it's angry.
She'd be a crazy old lady, except she's right. Leads outside. And there's the power armor. So we put the fusion core in. And it turns on. We're now, for all intents and purposes, a walking tank. Power armor reduces incoming damage, prevents all falling damage.
Up here. Boss! We got somebody up here! Why don't you get down here and show me that fancy gun up close?
Okay.
Just had my boys. I give you that.
And it comes. How did the dog get down? Or should not be standing next to a burning cart. Because that happens. we're good. And once again, we're carrying too much stuff. But everything can be useful. And plus, for some reason, the dog can carry things. Well, to a certain extent, but... advantages of having friends. I really shouldn't run, it drains the core. But let's return to Preston.
Advantages of being in a walking tank. The death claw is now a dead claw.
You okay?
I'm fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
Hey. That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move someplace. Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
I like how his hand just goes through the laser of the musket.
What happens now?
For the longest time, Mama Murphy's had a vision of a place called Sanctuary. Some old neighborhood, one we can make new again. Why don't you come with us? I could really use your help.
What would I need to do?
You need to stay strong like you've been. There's more to your destiny. I've seen it. And I know your pain.
My destiny? What do you mean?
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Well, that's just creepy.
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Oh, I wish I knew, kid. I really do. But it's not like I can see your son. I can just feel his life force, his energy. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
What's in Diamond City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
Oh, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Ah, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can hardly turn out any worse than...
Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
It's just up the road.
Come on, June, it's time to go.
Oh, okay.
is time to go. Because on that note, I'm calling it here. Everybody stay safe from the plague and have a good day.